But my point here being is Iran and their generals and the Revolutionary Guard, which has recently been dubbed a terrorist organization by the State Department and the Trump administration, has threatened in response, because again, this is economic warfare, baby. Okay, you cut off a country's ability to make money, they will bomb you like this. This is what they'll do. I don't care what country you are, the United States, you're Russia, you're Iran. It don't matter. Okay, if another country is imposing sanctions, causing hyperinflation, collapsing your currency, causing people to starve, and causing it so that you can't make and generate GDP, it results in this right here. And so Iranian generals have threatened, and by the way, Russia has placed nuclear-capable missile warheads in this part of the world, and I'll talk about this in a moment. They're already there in Venezuela, folks. They're already there in Venezuela. This is a new Cold War. But the generals of Iran and the Ayatollahs and their leaders have threatened to shut down this tiny, tiny little access way, which would cripple the oil trade some 50% worldwide, causing prices to skyrocket and only promoting world war. Okay, this is the rabbit in a hat that they will potentially pull, and I think is a very high possibility of happening.
All right, Shalom. This is Har One by Yasha Allah of the GMS Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Harakakwadash Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. And Shalom to you, Akim, Nakwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Yeah, man, as you see, it's going down. Today is May 3rd, and you had May 2nd. The waivers, all the waivers were canceled all the way to 0%. All the countries that buy oil from Iran, America going to put sanctions on them if they buy oil from Iran. All right, so they're saying nobody can buy oil from Iran, and China is one of the biggest buyers of oil from Iran. All right, so all the nations are going to be upset with America. And you see this guy AMTV, he was saying that they have Russia already has missiles over there near the Persian Gulf, all right, nuclear missiles, and even in Venezuela that can hit America in no time flat. All right, the hypersonic missiles, you know, what they call the Vanguard. All right. And now, and that's scriptural because we're in the end times where the Most High is about to bring judgment upon Babylon, 2/3 of our people, and all the wicked upon the earth. The Lord is about to judge the earth. And in the midst of that, he's going to protect his anointed, as he did in his prior deliverance of Egypt, out of the first Egypt. All right, now we're in this Egypt, and the Lord about to make a magnificent deliverance. This is Isaiah 13:17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it, right? So the Medes today represent Russia due to its geographical location. And also in 538 BC, when Darius, the Mede, was sent in there to go take down Babylon, all right? And that's the way Russia's going to be against America. They're going to be the first one sent out against America, or to destroy America. They're the ones set up to destroy it. All right, because it was really the Medes that brought down Babylon with the command of Cyrus. So in this sense, the Medes today represent Russia. All right, they're going to be the ones set up by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the bear. And the word bear just means strong or capable or able. And they're the ones that are capable of destroying America. And the Most High created them in that way and gave them that power. All right. So they're set up to destroy this Babylon. All right. The daughter of Babylon. Now, it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes, and they're being stirred up. They've been brought back to being that Soviet Union, to where the scriptures, the prophecies could play out with Gog and Magog. All right, and that would be Moscow and the Kremlin, and all of Eurasia, which would be uh, called the Soviet Union, Russia, and that's going to be the dominant force to guard to all the other nations with their military power. All right, most of the weaker nations with their military power, and they have something called an arms race going on, and where they're helping to build up these nations, turning their pruning hooks into spears, which would be creating missiles, right? ICBM missiles, according to Yahweh Shem Shah's prophecies, to burn America with fire and to have a nuclear war on the earth. So Isaiah 13 and 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it, right? And that's why they call themselves the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, Italy, and China and South Africa. All right. And that goes along with Ezekiel, I think it's 38. I gotta check it out. I think it's 38. Where the Africans join in, the Ethiopians, Persia, Turkey, and all these sideline nations, they're gonna join up for the War of Armageddon, which is ultimately gonna be the end of the World War III and nuclear fire. But first, the RFID chip gonna be pushed in America, around the whole world. All right. So the BRICS nations, they're creating their own system based off XRPs, all right, which is a form of cryptocurrency, to where they don't have to deal with the SDR and deal with any baskets of currencies. They can create their own and trade with oil and other people personally, straight on, those BRICS nations. So they're moving away from the SDRs, which was owned by the IMF, which is over the dollar, and manipulating the gold and silver in a boom and bust Wall Street system called the stock market. And they're not going to regard anything because America has nothing. All right. So they're going to be looking to destroy America. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it, right? Because they're the biggest holders in gold, and China is as well right now. One of the biggest holders. Even though America is one of the biggest oil producing countries, you still have that plan in place with the OPEC nations, and Iran's and Saudi Arabia are major players in that. So America playing Russian roulette by putting these sanctions on Iran. All right, because that's where America gets all the oil, and all the nations trade in the oil with the dollar. And now all they got to do is to avoid the sanctions, move away from the dollar, which is going to dump the dollar. If they shut the Strait of Hormuz, it's going to collapse the oil production around the world 50%, and America's at the pump is going to skyrocket. All right. So this could be the trigger that starts off the process of Armageddon leading to the war, the downfall of America. So it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children, man. So once Russia, the bear, gets active, and these other nations that's going to be allied with Russia, then they're not going to regard anybody in America or any of their military or any of America's allies. And this is all according to prophecy. So their eyes shall not spare children, man. The missiles, when they shoot them missiles off from Venezuela, from Russia, from planes, bombers, or whatever, man, missile silos, submarines, It says what? In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, that's America. The beauty of the Chaldees, excellency of the witches, the Magi's. And that's talking about who? The Illuminati, the Masons, right? America is the shining, like the herb, the Chaldees, the light, their beacon, their glorified whore. That said, it shall never be brought down. It says, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So it's going to be burned up. And that's what this is leading to, man. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall Arabian pitch tent there. Nobody going to be doing business in America ever again, because it's not going to exist. Neither shall the shepherds make their foals there. All right. So people not going to travel over to America. None of that. It's going to be done. And that's what's coming. And them, as of May 2nd, what they call May Day, or beginning of mayhem, that's a slick move by America, man. To cancel the waivers. And now, man, Iran gonna make a move, man. They said they threatening to shut the Strait of Hormuz, and who knows what else? They could just dump the dollars. China, it's crazy. All right. So it says, and the wild beast of the islands shall cry in the desolate houses. And all the islands that are allied with America, they're gonna suffer as well, you know. And the dragons in their pleasant places, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.